Hey man, what it is? This is Damon. I am your host, and this is by any means. There go to Cash App, $ Dean by any means. There go to PayPal at Dean by any means. Y'all see that super chat at the bottom? That heart with the $. You can press that at any time your heart desires. Say it with me, y'all. I don't care if you leave $1, $10, $1,000. It is much appreciated, y'all. Teo, and Scoop Ball Timothy Bradley. I need to talk to y'all. Please come up in front of the congregation. Y'all know Dean be I like to preach. I'm sorry. If you understand, type understand. First I want to say I thought Virgil Ortiz was a superstar. Y'all was trying to talk all this Virgil Ortiz stuff, but Teofimolopez called out the best guy at 154, the best guy at 147, and the best guy at 135. But Teo, I noticed you ain't called nobody else out in your weight class. That's how I know you are a flaming hypocrite. I guarantee you your next fight will be somebody in your weight class. But whatever. I hope I'm wrong about that. But I don't hope I'm wrong about that because there's only one person that I will want you to fight that's not in your weight class. Well, two people. Gervontadavis and Jerron Boots Ennis. I think you and Terrence Crawford is an absolute whitewash. He is too big for you. Jerron Ennis low key is too big for you, but he's at the next weight class. Whatever, Teo. Um, First off, I want to talk about Teo because Teo back out here using the N word again. And y'all, I come from the East Coast. I come from the tri-state area. So anybody from my area understands that we let a lot of Spanish people get away with saying that, especially Puerto Ricans, especially Puerto Ricans, especially Puerto Ricans. Even though Dominicans are more, they look more like us. Puerto Ricans are more in our neighborhood and they interact with us a lot better than the Mexicans, Dominicans, El Salvadorians, and it ain't no shots at them people. It's just the truth, people. Puerto Ricans interact with our women. We interact with they women. We integrated families. If you from the East Coast, you know, especially if you from Philadelphia or you from Delaware, Jersey, New York area, you understand that. I don't have to explain that to you. You get exactly where I'm coming from. But the thing that they don't do, though, Teo, is they never use it the way you try to use it. They never talk about black women the way you tried to do it. They never talk about black fighters the way you tried to do it. I don't think you'll ever hear Xander Zayas say anything bad about black people or black women or any of that stuff or black fighters or any of that stuff. And the ones that do, that even the ones that do that are Puerto Rican, we be on their helmet and they ain't allowed to be in the hood no more. Nowhere around us. Actually, Teo, y'all want to know why a lot of Puerto Ricans can get away with it? Because if a Puerto Rican that's from the same look, yo, I grew up in an area where it's half Puerto Rican, half black. And if even a Puerto Rican person says something against the blacks that live there, their Puerto Rican people would check it from the door. That's another fact. Go anywhere in North Philly and you go tell me I'm wrong. The Puerto Ricans that do feel racist towards black people, they don't outwardly show it. And if they do, they keep it even. That's a conversation that happens amongst them and their own people because a lot of their own people not feeling it at all and won't let it happen. You know why? Because you could be Puerto Rican, but your best friend might be black if you from where I'm from. You could be Puerto Rican, but your baby mom might be black. You could be black, but your best friend might be Puerto Rican. Your baby mom might be Puerto Rican. And if you from where I'm from, you understand what I am saying. Just know this, y'all. If you try to do something to Deem, it ain't going to just a black person, probably not the only person you need to be worried out for. I'm going to be honest with you. It's a lot of my Puerto Rican brothers that's going to be on your helmet. I'm just going to be honest with you. They're going to be on your helmet full force, too. You won't, it's already happened. This is something I'm talking about, something that happened in real life. I ain't talking about something I think or wonder. Okay? The hood I'm from, we together. It's not no like a black Puerto Rican. No, we are together. We rep this neighborhood. Anybody else that comes here and has a problem, black, Puerto Rican, whoever, they better get it together. But if you're not from where I'm from, you will not understand that. So there's no point. But the thing is, Teo is not even Puerto Rican. He's El Salvadorian, which is completely different. They don't feel the same way towards black peoples. They are similar to Dominicans in that way. And shout out to all my Dominican brothers who don't feel like that. But my Dominican brothers will tell you the same thing if they being real, that Dominicans are far more racist towards black people than Puerto Ricans is. They're not as integrated with us as Puerto Ricans is. And like I said, it's a lot to explain. But if you're not from New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Delaware, Maryland, Pennsylvania, you might not understand that all the way. And I can't really help you with that. Even Florida, even a lot of parts of Florida. If you're not from where we from, you just won't understand that all the way. And I really don't have a lot of time to really explain that to you in a 10-minute video. But Teo is back out here with his racist rants using the N-word. You cannot use the N-word as a Spanish person after you've been being derogatory towards blacks. We only let you get away with it because we feel you got love for us. You down with us. You riding with us. So we'll let y'all out of everybody get away with it because the police, when they run down, well, if you from where I'm from, where they run down, they don't treat us no different, especially if you better not be hanging with black guys. They're going to treat you, they probably treat you worse, to be honest. I'm going to be honest with you because they don't even like that you're hanging with black guys. But again, if you're not from where I'm from, then you don't understand that. No different than how a lot of Caucasian people treat a lot of white guys who actually are down with a lot of black dudes. They look at you even worse than they look at the black guy. But if you don't know, if you know, you know. If you understand, type understand. And me saying all that to say is that Teo is a piece of you know what. This is why I'm not a fan of him, because I know he's deliberately doing this. And then he try to use I'm from New York. Yeah, bro. But at the end of the day, you're using it in a derogatory way. And you know what you're doing. And you know the difference. Because he's from where I'm from, I know he knows the difference, and that's why I gotta hold him accountable. He's using that monkey stuff and all that. None of my New York brothers is feeling that. You wouldn't go to Brooklyn, Bed-Stuy. You wouldn't go to Queens. You wouldn't go to Queensbridge. You wouldn't go to the Bronx and High Park. What's it called? High Bridge. You wouldn't go to the Bronx doing none of that. You wouldn't go to Staten Island doing none of that. Just calling black people monkeys and saying you got a banana for them. Stop it. And I know a lot of people in New York is waiting to see you and be on your helmet about that. But it's all good. Like I said, if you want to know the difference, Edward Belanga was talking about him using it because Edward Belanga even acknowledges his African heritage. A lot of people that's Spanish don't acknowledge that. Edward Belanga will tell you exactly what I'm saying. I don't dislike Edward Belanga because of that. I dislike Edward Belanga because how he acts sometimes. I don't think that he's racist towards black people or none of that type stuff or any of that. I believe he's raised in the hood, same way I'm from, and understand what I'm saying. We probably would be friends if I knew him in real life. You dig what I'm saying? But like I said, Edward Belanga told you I'm black. I don't know what y'all talking about. I'm black. So like, I understand my heritage and where I come from and how Puerto Ricans came about and the whole nine. But whatever. But Timothy Bradley, you always got something to say about gervontadavis in a derogatory manner, but you ain't never got nothing to say about Teofimolopez, who always on these racist rants towards your people, dog. You not solid, Timothy Bradley. You sit around here and trash Gervontadavis and who they fighting. My God, you fought Manny Pacquiao 3 times. You should have lost all 3. Marquez and Lamont Peterson. Besides that, and Ken Holt, you don't have all of these world beaters on your resume, my guy, and you sitting up there trying to act like you fought the absolute best. You just hang your hat on Manny Pacquiao, bro. All of these fighters we like, Devin, Shakur, whoever, I don't care who you like, who you don't like. They all gonna fight a Hall of Famer or a top guy in the sport of boxing. It's just a matter of time. It's just that's how it is. Everybody's gonna be able to say they got somebody like that on a resume. But you be sitting around here talking like you got the best resume in the world, and you don't. You never done cross promotional. And if you did do cross promotional, they had to come to top rank. It wasn't vice versa. You wasn't out here actually fighting the best fighters at the welterweight division. You fought Marquez and Pacquiao. That was it. And you was forced to do that. That was more for a showcase for them, not for you. Yeah, you beat Marquez. Shout out to you. I won't take no credit away from you. You didn't beat Manny Pacquiao that first fight, but okay, whatever. And then you lost 20 twice after that. But you hang your whole career on it like you was up here fighting world beaters. You talking about Gervonta Davis bringing up people when you have bored up more people than Gervonta Davis. You are a flaming hypocrite. You got all of this stuff to say about Gervonta, who is a black man, but you ain't got nothing to say about Teofimolopez, who all he does is disrespect black people. You're a clown and a coward, and I don't like you, bro. I don't like you. That's why as soon as you got my man knockout comments, I called you scoop ball from the door. I don't care that you used to be a boxer. I don't care about none of that, homie. You not kosher, my dude. You got so much to say, but I ain't never heard you make one video talking about Teo. You want to know why you ain't making no videos talking about Teo? Because you get your checks from Top Rank. You know better. You know better than to do that. You're a coward. You would sit up there and let that man talk about your own people like that. But then you want to talk about your own people like that too. Then talk about you a black man. What kind is you? Yeah, it seems like you only care about black people as long as they with Top Rank. Other than that, you disrespect them. You switch sides on shakurstevenson. If y'all can't even see what type of dude this dude is, it's crazy. First it was shakurstevenson got to change his. He was the best things to slice bread. Then it was he got to change his style on the way going out the door, and he don't want no smoke with Gervonta. He better stay away from Gervonta fighting like that. And then you went to go trash Gervonta, and then tried to bring shakurstevenson back up. Well, why Gervonta not fighting Shakur? He need to fight Shakur after you just trash Shakur. And then you make the video talking about both of them need to grow some cojones. Then you trash both of them. Shakur, this you see how fast they'll switch up on you, bro? You see how people actually are in real life? You see how fast they will switch up on you, my dude? This is why I be wanting you to get away from a lot of them people you around, my guy. Shout out to shakurstevenson. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I'm probably the most fairest shakurstevenson fan out there because I actually think he should be a superstar. I actually think that these people are using him and in his pockets. That's what I believe. I believe shakurstevenson was never treated fairly his whole boxing career. That's what I believe. And I believe that people have gotten into this young man's head to get him to do a bunch of decisions that weren't that smart and then turn them against people like me who actually a fan of him, but he just won't hear where we coming from because he think it'll be an attack on him when all it is just us being honest because I truly got your best interest, my guy, because I want to see the best for you. I think you're a great special fighter, the whole nine. But people don't want to hear the truth, though. It's all good, though. Like when I say he should have never been there that night, that takeoff guy, that Jay Prince should have never had him hanging around his knucklehead son. But whatever. Whatever. I guess I'm wrong for saying that. Whatever. He should have never been there that night. I'm tired of Teo. I'm tired of Timothy Bradley, Scoop Ball, and Teo. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves, dog. Teofimolopez, you could have had the whole East Coast backing you, but you wanted to go up there and go with these racist rants and racist remarks, and then wonder why your whole city and everybody you claim, you wonder why you don't sell out and people don't care about your fights. Wasn't nobody at that Steve Claglette fight because even the dudes in New York not rocking with you right now, homie. And then when you get around black people, you try to clean it up and act like it's all love, bro. We see through all that, bro. We see through all that, homie. And I'm sorry y'all had to go on a little rant about this, but this is really what I care about. Behind the scenes, I know y'all love Deem and my boxing talk, but for real, that's why I'm making another channel, breaking news. I'm making another channel talking about the stuff I actually want to talk about, the stuff I'm actually into. And if you've been following my channel and you see my icon, you should be able to put two and two together because you know I've been making videos like that as well. But I just strictly started to just strictly focus on boxing for a reason because I knew I was going to make another channel strictly dedicated to what I think my actual passion and purpose and the reason I was put on this earth was for. So y'all already know what this is though, right? Ding, by any means. And I holla at y'all.